if I do get dropped down to the under 20s, I'm going to speak with the coach of the under 20s and ask if I can play as a... Yo, what's going on, Team Tweety? I hope you're all super well. A little update on me. I'm feeling better. I got a slight little headache, but nothing too bad. Game day is tomorrow, training is tonight, hence why I've come out here to get me stuff. I just ideally want to be, ready for that game. It's the most important thing. Now, in terms of, what the squad is going to be for the weekend, that is a tough one to say because the first team lost on the weekend, but it was like a 91st minute loss. So does the coach decide to change anything? I really don't know. He may decide to, he may not, but I wasn't there on Wednesday night training. It's the first session I've missed of team training for this club, except for the second one. I did the first one and I got signed that night and I was too sick again to go the next night. So look, I don't know, I've seen players at this club who were sick, missed a session and then ended up starting on the weekend. Will that be me? I don't know. I had a good session on Tuesday night. Now I go tonight, back it up again. That's the aim. I also know we're having a BBQ after the session, so that would be good as well, but just need to get the rest of my stuff off the line. Where's the Tweety? Whew, there it is, looking nice and fresh, baby. Now also, if you guys didn't know, grip socks, they're coming soon. I worked today to get the products from the supplier to Australia. I've been speaking with someone, so pretty much everything is set in stone and done. I'm hoping I get the last sample on Wednesday next week and then make the mass order. But if you guys didn't know, I also have a Stepzz channel on YouTube where I go through like a lot of business stuff, so link will be in the description for that. Here's a little snippet of a video. And I start off with this little idea of the arrows going up and down. I was like, looks kind of like an army symbol. What if I just flip that on the side? And then the whole idea, as soon as I did that, I went, oh my goodness, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And that's been something in my own football journey, something that's massive. In life, if you go 1 step backwards, you're bound to take 2 steps forward. As long as it's a conscious decision, sometimes stepping down or playing a level down, whatever it is. And then you make that 2-step progression. That's what I wanted to put in. And I think so many people can relate to it, which is what builds a great brand. But yeah, make sure you guys go down below if you want to follow the sort of business journey of Stepzz. Right, so now off to training. It's a little bit windy out and it's not too cold. I'm finding a lot of the time, go there, put my jumper on, I get into the session, we do the warm-up, and within 2 minutes of the warm-up I go, I need to take my jumper off, man. Just need to make sure that I got my boots. There's one dirty as Adidas X. Where are we? This car's a mess. There's the other one. She's back here. Come to Papa. And now we got our second dirty Adidas X. Man, I tell you what. Oh, looks like I just got some good news. I got this sort of guy doing some work for me on Stepzz. Oh, it looks like I just got some very, very good news. I'm not gonna say too much on it because, I don't know, secret matters. It looks like, look, I got people doing stuff for me around the board. Been working hard today, man. Anyway, to be honest though, my Adidas X's, I love them. I feel like for so long I've been wearing the wrong boot. Like, my Hypervenoms, I reckon they were a size too big, half a size too big. And I was sitting down at training the other day going, man, I wonder, like, would my career be different if I wore like 1 size down boots? I don't know, obviously not, but it's definitely an interesting to think about. Make sure you guys get your boots checked out. Make sure you're wearing the right size, right sort of boot for your foot. Super important. I just feel amazing in these. So massive shout out to Adidas X's. Also, new Adidas boots are on the way. I'll do a review on those, but let's get to training now. Let's get into it. Feeling a bit better as the day's gone on, so that's always good. Session done. Also had a sausage sizzle, but we out. Where's my car? It's up here. Finally, I actually get to park in the car park. Usually park on that street, but we got a nice little park here. It's not too far. Back home. Quality session. I think it was only 45. No, it was probably about an hour and 10 or so is my guess. Man, we played like 4v4s. I scored one. No, I scored 2. I scored 1, which like bounced off the crossbar and then hit the line of the goal. Oh, like went pigeon. Absolute pigeon. But in terms of my sickness, feeling better. Not 100%, but definitely a lot better than I was, which is good news. And then we finished off the night. There's no dinner here because we finished off the night with a barbecue where we had a sausage roll. I had chicken on my roll, put some onions on it, and then we also had potato chips. I don't know if that's what they're called all over the world. It's basically, it's the chips that you get from when you go to the football, hot chips, whatever you call it. They had chicken salt on it. I don't know if you have chicken salt all over the world, but in Australia, delicious. And then a garlic sauce. Oh man, so good. It was, oh man. So that was my dinner. It was a bit of team bonding, chatting with a few of the boys. And yeah, big game tomorrow. I don't know, I had a little chat with the coach after the training session, which I don't want to get too much into. That's, you know, sometimes things are private stuff. But look, I think things look good. That's what I'll say. What I will also say from that is I'm going to speak, you know, I don't know yet whether I'm playing 20s or first grade. If I'm playing first grade, that's great. If I do get dropped down to the under 20s, I'm going to speak with the coach of the under 20s and ask if I can play as an attacking midfielder. For me, you guys know, that's my preferred position, so I'll go down there. And, you know, I'll have a little chat with him, see what he thinks, and kind of present my reasoning, I guess you'd call it, and see what he thinks as well, because honestly, I think I'll just be a lot more effective in there than out wide. So if I can play as an attacking midfielder, man, I'm going to be happy. I'll be happy. But if I play as a wing, hey, we still got to give it our all. You best bet I will. So that's kind of like the overview of the day. Right, so I'm just chilling. I got the text message, as we do, the night before the game. I think last time most of you guys said you prefer when you receive the text of the team before the night of the game. I know, for example, in the under 20s, the coach literally puts the team on the board 2 minutes before we walk out. So no one knows who's starting until a couple minutes before the game. You know, different coaches have different feelings about what they prefer. But I have the starting lineup here for the first grade and who's on the under 20s team. I'm on the under 20s, which is okay. That allows me to speak with the coach. I'm definitely going to have that conversation to try to play as a number 10. You know, is there bad things in it? I think a couple of weeks as number 10 in the under 20s is a great stepping stone to play in the first grade squad. I've said it multiple times, it's my preferred position. It's where I like to play. Yes, 100% I'll play wherever the team needs me. I just believe I'm most comfortable and most effective as an attacking midfielder. So will I play there tomorrow? I'm not sure. I'll speak with the coach and see what his thoughts are. I'll kind of present a reasoning, but we'll get into that tomorrow and what I'm going to say. But that's kind of where it's at. So look, this is probably the first week in a while where, look, I'm happy to be in this squad because a couple of weeks there, learn the position again. I played there from, man, it would have been under 13s up until under 20s. And then for the last 2 years, I haven't played 10 at all, really. So I'm out of practice with it. A few games there, relearn the position. It doesn't take too long, but definitely first couple of games are going to be a little bit rusty. It's a very intense position, but I might not even play there. I'm just kind of expressing my thoughts. I'm excited because, you know, oh yeah, it's not first team. We all want to be in the first team, but I think, like I said, a good stepping stone to get there. This will allow me to get comfortable and then bang, off we shoot into the first team. That's the aim. Right, so heading off to bed, I'm going to head into this room, bang, because this is where I keep the light now. Because Isaac and Maria have moved out and I want some good lighting. So you might see me outro in here a little bit more, but I'm tired, man. I'm heading off to bed. Like I said before, it's going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. But at the end of the day, all I can do is focus on what I can control. I saw this really interesting Kobe Bryant thing today, and it talked about Kobe Bryant talking about a college student who played basketball, and he said winning and losing should be the same. It should equate to the same sort of feeling. And he spoke about this college basketball player who went off and lost the grand final of the basketball championships, and she hadn't watched the film back. And Kobe Bryant was like, what? Why haven't you watched it back? And she's like, well, why would I? And they sat down together and watched the film and analysed it and tore it apart, because he said, you got to learn from the mistakes there in order to get better. And that's why I always do game analysis, and something I'll do tomorrow, just have a watch over the game on the weekend, have a look at a few things there. I'll also look at some top players and see what they're doing as well. But yeah, ideally I want to be playing 10 tomorrow, but at the end of the day, it's not my decision. I think we have different personnel and I'm not sure. But regardless, I'm looking forward to it. I'm still not 100% in terms of my sickness, but I'm getting close to 100%. I'm feeling much better, and I still got to go out there and perform. So 10-20, I'm signing out. Make sure to like and subscribe and enjoy joining us in the rest of the video. Bye.